The SiX can be many different things to different types of musicians and recording engineers. It's a great way to bring the SSL sound into your home recording setup. It also doubles as a live performance tool for DJs, beatmakers, and multi-instrumentalists. Today I'm going to take you through the process of making a beat using the SSL SiX and Ableton Live. We're going to record drums through the super analog pre's. I'm going to record some guitars, bass, and keyboards through the onboard DIs. We'll be processing sounds along the way using its EQs and one-knob compressors. We're going to finish up by sending the stems out of Ableton back through the SiX to do a mix, utilizing the G-Series bus compressor. Let's jump right in. I usually like to start making a beat by doing my drums first. I'm just going to use one mic, an SM57, super affordable, classic mic. Maybe not your standard mic you would use, but it's going to allow me to show you the kind of color and flavor you can get from the SiX. I love tracking drums on these first two mono channels of the SiX. You got two excellent super analog pre's. They're the same pre's you'd find on one of the bigger SSL desks. There's also a lot of great features to start shaping your tone on the way in. Whether it's these one knob compressors or your two band EQ, there's a lot of great ways to start defining your sound before it hits your computer. Let's check out some of the individual drum sounds and the sound I got tracking them in. So now I got my stereo drum bus running out of Ableton into these first two mono channels because I want to utilize these two one knob compressors to really start getting the kit to pump. Going to use some of the EQ here. Let's listen now and start shaping this drum bus. The next thing I recorded on the track was the bass guitar. I used the line input here, which has a high Z selectable switch for your basses and guitars. I used a little bit of light compression and shaped the tone a little bit with the EQs, bringing out some of the pluckiness in my bass guitar line. Let's check out the bass. The next thing I recorded on the track were the keyboards. All the keyboard and synth sounds on this song actually came off of my iPhone using the app Chord Gadget. I ran my phone through a couple of different Chase Bliss pedals to give some delay and give it a little bit more of a raw analog sound. One of the great things about the SiX outside of its tone shaping abilities is that you have just a lot of I/O. Whether you have drum machines, samplers, synths, in your studio, you just have a lot of ways to have all of your gear hooked up at once, and you can route it to a simple two-channel interface like an Apollo or a Native Instruments Audio 6. After the synths, I recorded my guitar parts on the track utilizing the high Z input on one of the mono channels on the SiX. I did kind of a clucky, palm-muted funk guitar part, so I utilized the one knob compressor to bring out that attack in the guitar part. I shaped some of the tone using the two-channel EQ on the SiX. I brought out some of the cluckiness at the high end and pulled out the low end since I was mostly using just the top three strings on my guitar. Let's check out that guitar part. After finishing the instruments on the beat, I had my friend Motor Cam come through to lay down a verse. We used a Sony C100 mic into one of the super analog pre's. So if you're a beat maker, the SiX is a great tool for both your beat making, but when it's time to get someone in the studio to cut a verse, you have a world-class preamp and channel strip here to record vocals over your beats. We tracked the vocal dry with no compression or EQ, and we're going to process that later when we do a mix through the SiX.
I've been the flame spitter ever since the days of watching Dragon Tales. Magic with the flow, I cast a spell, bag and sell. I'm fast as hell, you can't see me though. On the way to meet the bread like Panini ho.
Now that I have all the instruments and Motorcam's vocal recorded, we're going to do our final mix on the SiX. I have different groups of instruments coming out of Ableton into the SiX and then going back into a return track on Ableton to record the mix. I have Motorcam's vocal going into track 1. I have my bass going into track 2. I have a stereo mix of the keyboards and the guitars going into the stereo channel 3 and 4. And I have my stereo drum bus going out to channels 5 and 6. Additionally, I have stereo Q1 going to the Chase Bliss Theremin here, which I'm using to do a vocal delay effect for Cam. And then I have stereo Q2 going out to this combination of the Condor and the JHS Panther to do Lee Scratch Perry kind of like dub style drum echoes. We're going to use the G compressor, the channel compressors, the EQs to make our final mix of the track. First, we're going to do a run through here where we kind of just get our mix and then we'll record our final mix. Thanks so much for watching. That was my demo with the SSL SiX. If you have any more questions about the SiX or any SSL products, reach out to your Vintage King audio consultant or visit us at vintageking.com.
Yeah. Motorcam in the place to be. We're gonna really put the cash on this one. Hey, I've been the flame spitter ever since the days of watching Dragon Tales. Magic with the flow, I cast a spell, bag and sell. I'm fast as hell, you can't see me though. On the way to meet the bread like panini. I'm about as hungry as a vegan, as a genie in the meat packing district. Style is so exquisite, it's survival of the fittest. It's a war going on outside. Locked and loaded, features favorite Scott. Let these boys know that I'm dissing. Getting swatted down like black van visits, cause I gave them opportunities and all them missed it, but I'm realistic. Motorcam about to blow and I'm a meal ticket. Biggest thing about Detroit is Gilbert move quick and cool enough to make a devil wear a jacket. I'm back with the Falcon Punch that make you boys backflip. I'm back up on my rap shit. I'm ass tactics to make your ass sit. I'm lactic, my style is crack hits. I'm on a mission, writing in my composition, cause I've been missing feelings when the crowds are listening. So I've been getting all these type of cool positions, and I'ma grind like bad breaks, pulling up at a dance hall party. Got some ish that's about to drop, so y'all done got me started. Getting ugly like them haters snatching cardies at parties, cause I'm the hardest of artists. The bar, but no, you can't guard this. The flow is dearly departed. I already called the department like a minor got carded, cause I deny ya. Say I ain't fire, cause I'm a narcissist, arsonist.